Good morning. This is just a short video to show you how to install gas tight ends, the Vextar gas tight ends that will fit to ceramic tubes on our tube furnaces. Sometimes people need to introduce an inert gas into the tube on the ceramic tube on the tube furnace. So these are being developed by ourselves to simply attach to the end of the ceramic tubes so that you can connect your gas inlet here at both ends. And this goes along with the instructions that we normally pack with our gas tight ends, but the video just makes it a little bit easier for you to understand how these things are assembled. Now this is in its assembled state with the insulated ceramic fibre board in here, just to stop the heat transfer getting through to the outside flange to keep it as cool as possible. It's attached by a Jubilee clip and 4 clips around here to fasten it to the ceramic tube. This piece of tube here, this galvanized tube, is just a dummy throwaway piece, just to show how it attaches. It will attach to your ceramic tube. So basically we would undo these wing nuts, each one of these. These are just the easiest way, simple way to tighten this down. I'm just going to take off those washers. So we have 4 nuts and 4 washers, and then we can carefully lift this outer flange off to give access to the horizontal tube or the vertical tube, whichever way orientation. And to assemble it in the first place, this Jubilee clip needs to be loosened so that it's just slightly gripping this tube, so that we can pull this, walk it down there, so that this Viton rubber seal can be positioned in the correct position. So what we do is get it lower, so that it's lower than needed, and this Jubilee clip is loose, so that then we can put the removable flange back on and align it with the screws like so. Put the washers on. This is all to get the correct position for this Viton rubber seal, so that it seals properly. And then attach these wing nuts. And just screw them down carefully, so they're not tight but just in position. And then we adjust these carefully, a bit at a time. You start off with 2 opposite ones until you feel pressure, because it's drawing this flange and this rubber seal up to the correct position. So we tighten it equally at both sides, just on 2 for the time being, until you get equal pressure on here, which we've got right now, and then the others can be taken up to that similar position because then we have an equal gap around here. It is actually pulled up this flange to this other flange here, that is butting up to this tube. So then we can equally adjust these, and you can feel the pressure on your thumbs, and whichever is looser, not as tight, then just tighten it up a little bit more until you get even pressure on all of these wing nuts. And that has now compressed the O-ring in the correct place, so that that tube now is solid and it's a good airtight seal. Now this O-ring, this Jubilee clip which is supplied, we just make sure that it's equally spaced, a nice even gap around here, and once that's achieved, then we can tighten this O-ring, the Jubilee clip up, so that it tightens as tight as you can get it. We shouldn't over tighten it, but in actual fact we can't tighten it up too much on the screwdriver without it slipping, so that would be okay. That means that this is now fixed to this pipe, because this flange stays in position all the time on the ends of the tube, whichever tube it's attached to, and this is the removable flange that comes off to gain entry to the inside of the tube, the work tube. So basically, once you want to gain access, you just carefully undo these wing nuts in a repeat fashion. And then we can carefully remove this because of the ceramic plug on here that is very fragile, so that needs to be handled carefully. And now you have the access to that, and this is the important part that we've achieved by the procedure that we've just done. That is a nice fit onto here in the correct position, so you get a perfect seal each time. So we hope that helps. Thank you.